Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the UAB Blazers taking on the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blazers will kick it away to start. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tulane's offense will get the first crack at it here. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So UAB's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Blazers headed quickly to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes a catch. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Blazers will send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He's going to pass. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Blazers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hart. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Caught over the middle. It's good. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's good. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Tulane.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception. The
Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Third down coming.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Blazers want to crank the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They're going to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Oh, he makes the catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Nice move to keep moving.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tulane! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
24, UAB 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with some. And down he goes back at the 3.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is